Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Pia. If you're coming from my Instagram, hi. Today I'm going to be doing the Get to Know Me tag. So I asked you guys some questions on Instagram a few weeks ago, so I just have my phone here and let's just get started. Okay, so let's just get right into the questions. So like I said, I asked you guys on the stories maybe a few weeks ago now. This is actually my second time filming this video. So I asked you guys to ask me some questions that you guys wanted to know. So we will just get started. But first, my top is from Princess Polly. My sweats, if you guys can see that, or no, sorry, both things are from Pretty Little Thing. And then my necklaces are from Cuffed by Nano and Uncommon James. Okay, so, okay, you guys kind of asked a lot. So I have all the questions right here, and we're just gonna get started. So the first one, actually, maybe I should get into actual questions about myself first. So I don't think anyone asked these. Maybe you guys did, but I'll just answer them. So obviously my name is Pia and I am 22 years old. I was born and raised in Los Angeles, California. My birthday is on July 13th, so I am a Cancer. I mentioned this in my stories last week, but I don't really follow astrology too much, so but I am a Cancer. I know that's something that I've been asked before. Okay, how connected to your Indian heritage are you? So my dad is, but I can't speak his language or understand it. So other than eating Indian food every once in a while, and his side of the family, my grandma, she comes and visits us 6 months out of the year, but she lives in India. So not really too much, to be honest. I can speak. So I can't speak it anymore, but up until I was 5 years old, I couldn't speak English. My brother and I both couldn't speak English. We're both fluent in Tagalog, which is my mom's language. She's Filipino. And I was in ESL. My brother and I were both in ESL until third grade, because neither one of us could speak English, which now you can't tell that. At least I don't think you can, but I feel like everyone would just assume that English is my first language. And now I can understand Tagalog fluently, but I can't speak it, if that makes any sense. I just feel like I sound funny when I speak it, and the words, I have to translate the words from English to the language to speak it, so it just takes double the amount of time. Anyways, okay, someone asked, what college did you go to, what did you study, and some of your college tips. So I went to Liberty University in Virginia. It's in Lynchburg, Virginia, which most people have never heard of, but if you have heard of Liberty, you've probably heard of it because it's the world's largest Christian university. And oh, you can hear the birds. Oh, that's so cute. And I got my bachelor's in finance. This person asked some college tips. I would say find a study buddy. I always had a study buddy both years of college. Oh, so I was only in college for 2 years. I graduated early because the high school that I went to was dual enrolled. So basically that means it's half high school credits and then your other half is college credits. So it's not like taking AP classes. Our campus was basically a building at the community college. So in the morning, there was an afternoon track and a morning track. So if you were on morning track, that would mean that you would take your high school classes in the morning, and then the rest of the afternoon you'd walk to the college campus and start taking your college classes, and then vice versa if you were afternoon track. So, and it's a full load for both. So I always took 18 units college and then a full load of high school, just to clear that up. I don't know if that really made any sense. If you have more questions about that, I can answer them. But basically I went into Liberty with 60 units, and a lot of the schools in California wouldn't accept all 60 of my units, but Liberty did, which is part of the reason why I chose to go there. I also believe that I just went there, I don't know, I just feel like it was a God thing. I don't know if that really makes sense. That might not make any sense to some of you, and that's totally okay, but that's just my reasoning behind it. Anyways, I don't even know how I got into that conversation, but basically I recommend always having a study buddy. My senior year was my college roommate, Caitlin. We did everything together, from waking up, getting coffee, studying, doing homework, and we had two completely different majors, but we just did all of it together just to kind of keep each other accountable. How do you keep yourself motivated? How I keep myself motivated, I think I've just always been, since I was 16, I've had a job, and I feel like it's always been like a part of me to like want to like work and do things regardless of what like any negative people have to say. Like, this is a job, and if you don't understand that, that's cool. Maybe try it out for yourself and you'll realize how hard it is. But I've always liked to be like not busy, because busy kind of means like you're just doing things for the sake of doing it, but I just always like having things to do and like always being proactive. I've never been the type of person that likes to like just like slack. Like, whenever I was home from college, I'd always have like a winter or summer job. That's just always how I've been wired. I don't know, that's how I keep myself motivated, is just like knowing that, waking up with like a purpose, if that makes any sense. And also, both my parents work really, really hard, so just watching them, I want to be able to provide like the same lifestyle for myself and then hopefully for my future family one day. So I think that's just something I think about a lot. If you're not willing to put in the work now, then when are you going to do it, you know? Okay, how tall are you? I am 5'4", so I'm not very tall at all. Favorite snack? You guys, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I eat those like strawberry licorice from Trader Joe's all the time, and that's like my favorite snack. Why did you choose to go to Liberty? So, like I said before, I felt led to go there. I wasn't supposed to go there at all. It wasn't even on my radar. I'm pretty sure I applied like a week before the deadline. I like to say like logistically it made sense because all my units transferred over, but I don't think that was the real reason. I really just do think it was like a God thing. What is your full-time job? So my full-time job right now is full-time content creation. So I know a lot of people don't necessarily know what that entails. So just to break it down, there's like two sides. There's content creation for brands, meaning I create photos and imagery for them to use on their social media, their websites, their emails, whatever it may be. And you guys don't really ever see that side of it on my Instagram. And then there's sponsored posts and sponsored content, and those are the images that I either post on my Instagram, or takeovers are a different form of sponsored content. Videos, like YouTube and TikTok integration are now really big for that. So those are like the two sides of the jobs that I do. And then obviously when you're doing this, you're your own producer, your own director, your own cameraman, your own video editor, photo editor, your own photographer. My sister is nice enough to help me take pretty much all of my content, so I got really lucky, but I know a lot of people take their own images. I am also not under management. I am only now starting to consider it. I don't know if that's something I'm necessarily looking for yet. If I were to sign on with management, it would only be because I have to do my own contracts. I have to look through and like read every single contract that I sign, and I don't know too much of the legalities. Like, I've had to Google so much just to make sure that I don't screw myself over. You do your own invoicing, you do your own accounting. In the beginning, I did my own outreach. Now most of my partnerships and brand deals are inbound, meaning they reach out to me, so I don't really have to worry too much about that. But there's a lot that goes behind it. There's a lot more than you see. I also link a lot of the products, and like affiliate marketing is really big. You also have to keep your engagement up. It's all about creating fresh, new content, keeping up with your stories. Like, there's obviously days where I don't necessarily feel like getting on stories and like talking, but I do it because it is a part of my job to stay engaged and answer DMs, answer all your questions, like as much as I can. Like, if you have DM'd me on Instagram before, you know that I pretty much try to answer every single DM I get, and that is a task in and of itself. So anyways, I can do a whole nother video about that, but it is a lot of work. This is becoming more of a Q&A than a get to know me, but whatever, I'm still gonna call it a get to know me. How many siblings do you have, and what is your age gap? So I have 3 siblings, 2 brothers and 1 sister. Jonah is my brother that comes right after me. He and I are 19 months apart, so he is 21 right now. And my sister, PJ, you guys always see her, she is 18. She just turned 18, so she and I are 4 years apart. And then we have our youngest brother, Kishan, and he is 13. So he and I are 9.5 years apart. Do you still live with your parents? Yes, I am still living at home. I was actually supposed to move out this month, but because of Corona, that's clearly not going to happen. But I am moving out, and as soon as all of this is over, I'm like already looking at apartments and like places right now. It's just I don't feel comfortable actually going to like the physical location, and like I don't even know if some leasing offices are doing that, but I do live at home for now, and I am moving out hopefully as soon as all of this is over. What's your best and worst quality? I think I basically rely solely on my emotions versus logic when I act on things. I think one of my best traits is I really am not a selfish person. Like I can say that confidently. Like I pretty much always put other people first, like whether that be a significant other or my friends. I really do try to make the people that I love and like the people around me happy. And I think that's also been something that I've learned is not always a good trait. So I think one of my worst traits is I am a little bit naive and like gullible. So I have good intuition, like I can tell right off the bat when I don't like someone, but sometimes I fail to see that people easily take advantage of me because I let them. And that's not really the case anymore, just because I've been conscious about it, and I've become so aware of it that now it's like if you're not in my inner circle, you're not coming anywhere near me, is basically my mindset. And that's just because I've been burned so many times by other people in the past. But yeah, have you always lived in Cali? So yes, I have lived in LA my whole life, other than the 2 years that I spent in Virginia. Tell us one thing we wouldn't know about you. I'm double jointed in all my fingers, so I can like move all my fingers really weird. It's kind of gross, honestly. Like sometimes like I'm like holding things and like my fingers just like I can bend my thumbs back really far. And my sister can too. We're double jointed in all our fingers. Are you single? I am. I have been single for what feels like a very long time now. I'm super weird about like when guys, I don't know, like I just like push guys away. Like I'm very strange. Like it's definitely because I'm the type of person that like believes in like love at first sight. So like if I like see you, then I kind of already know. Whereas like I know that some people like grow to fall in love with someone. I'm not like that. So if I don't feel it from the very beginning, I'm kind of just like, okay, I don't know. Anyway, what was your longest relationship? We were together for like 2 years, and then it was like an on and off roller coaster after that. But like now we don't talk. Not in a bad way, just like there's just no point. Yeah, that's basically it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it allowed you to get to know me a little bit better. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
I just want your perfect mind, yeah.